astrology was practiced at the time of the pharaohs. One early Greek papyrus, now in the British Museum, speaks of astrology as a craft that the ancient Egyptians, with their laborious devotion to the art, had discovered and handed down to posterity. Just going to get a little sip of a drink. The modern form of astrology was codified in Babylon before the time of Jesus. It was translated into Greek approximately between 150 BC and 350 AD. Arabic and Latin. The belief was spread by the invention of the printing press, and by the mid-15th century, both astrology and astronomy were accepted as scientific studies. Even some theologians embraced astrology, asserting that it was a revelation inspired from heaven. After all, they contended that Genesis 1:14 in the Old Testament of the Bible stated, God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, and let them be for signs and for seasons." It was argued that the scripture definitely distinguished between the use of stars for dividing the seasons and for ascertaining signs. Because time is irrelevant in the mind of God, it followed that these signs, if properly analysed and understood, could be a key to knowing the past, the present, and the future. Astrologers and philosophers debated whether the stars were indicators of coming events due to precognition of God, or whether, due to God's omnipotence, his stars actually caused those events to occur. Because the zodiac is based on an Earth-centered solar system, interest in astrology waned with discoveries by such scientists as Copernicus and Galileo in the 17th century. While the practice of astrology was all but forgotten in Europe in the 18th century, interest in England kept the art alive. Western curiosity in the occult during the late 19th and early 20th century spurred a major revival among followers, and consultations by such reliable thinkers as psychologist Dr. C.G. Jung seemed to give astrology credibility. Today, naysayers maintain that astrology is not only based on false vision of planetary motion, but also on a sky that is significantly different than it was when the system was devised thousands of years ago. Believers in astrology are quick to point out too many coincidences and fulfilled predictions for astrology to be anything but authentic and reliable. And that's the end of the book. The passage